Hey guys, Elgin Walker here from the Elgin and Flaw Walker team at eXp Realty. And our quick video of the day is we're going to talk about 5 reasons, particularly in 2023, that real estate agents are failing and leaving the business. Now, I said for 2023, but to be very honest, these principles apply no matter what the year is. They may change a little bit here and there, but they're basically the same. So let's get into it right away. So let's start with number one. Number one, lack of prospecting. I know that when we get into the business, a lot of times we don't know what we have to do to get leads, what we have to do to get business. But at the end of the day, we have to do prospecting. Now, in my particular case, I call it that you're prospecting and it's marketing enhanced. So it's not just prospecting, but I can tell you prospecting is effective and it can be less expensive depending upon what type of prospecting you do. I don't really care what type of prospecting it is. It can be social media, it can be for sale by owners, expires, sphere of influence, whatever it is, it can be any of that. But it needs to be done consistently. And when the market is a little bit tougher like it is right now as far as generating some action, it needs to be done more often. All right? Poor communication. Communication is pretty critical in the real estate industry, in the real estate industry altogether. And if you fail to communicate effectively, to fail to communicate with your clients, other colleagues and agents, you're going to miss out on some opportunities, and you may develop a reputation of being hard to work with, or someone not wanting to work with you just based upon your communication skills. So you got to communicate. The inability to adapt to change. The real estate market, as a lot of things right now, evolve and change much more quickly than they did prior. I can tell you from when I first started in real estate, a lockbox was really a lockbox. There was no MLS as far as on a computer. There was a lot of things. You have to adapt to change. Right now, the big changes you probably have seen is, like with Chat GPT and other artificial intelligence types of things. You're going to have to adapt to that. You have to adapt to those changes. You have to adapt to changes in the market. We just came out of a market that pretty much you put a listing and a sign in the ground and it sells pretty quickly, a lot above list price, et cetera, and all of that. And the market is not that anymore. The market is different now. You have to have the ability to make those changes so that you can succeed no matter what the market is doing. Inadequate marketing. So when I mean by marketing and inadequate, doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and spend a whole lot of money and get bus benches and billboards and all that sort of stuff. Again, things have changed. Nowadays, there's so much effective marketing you can do through different types of social media that you can do from free to cheap. Free to cheap, man. But what you do need to do is you need to get your name, your face, your voice out there in front of people, branded, to where people, notice you, know what you do. Don't be a secret agent. So you need to do some sorts of marketing, invest in your business, you're investing in you. Last but not least, just a downright lack of professionalism. Real estate agents that do not conduct themselves in a professional manner start to get the reputations maybe of being a little bit unscrupulous, not trustworthy. You don't want those type of those types of things on your reputation, be it from a potential buyer or seller or a colleague, a fellow agent. So you want to be professional at all times, even if it's a tough transaction, if it's a situation, where it may be a little bit challenging. Things can get heated. You can be heated, you can be challenging, you can negotiate, you can do all those things, but you can be a professional about it. Hopefully get the job done, and remember that you're keeping the buyer and seller's best interest forefront. You guys have any other questions? You got any comments on the video? Please feel free to leave them here. Don't forget to continuously subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you, and you guys have a great week.